I'm more just impressed that he has 20 Steam Decks, probably 20 Steam accounts, probably GTA 5 owned on 20 accounts. That's just funny.
Man, there's no way that he's keeping them updated, though. If you go over to Chief Keef's house, he hands you a Steam Deck, you're spending 30 minutes running updates on the game, on the Steam Deck itself. You're not playing with him immediately.
It's all right. He's going to hand you a 3.5 G blunt. You're going to be in space.
Welcome to the One Up Podcast, the place where we talk sports, movies, video games, and everything else under the sun. I am your host, El Caballo, and here with me are my co-hosts, DJ Doey Fresh,
Yo.
the Texas one without a gun, Mateo, and last but not least, the bald one, the great one, Pucho.
What's going on, my brother?
What's going on? And if you are new to our channel, please show some love by hitting that share, like, and subscribe button. And if you are a returning one-up gang member, thank you for continuously one-upping yourself every single day. In this episode, we're talking losing 1 out of 5 senses, NPC TikTokers, and Adam22 losing his marbles.
Losing his marbles. What are you?
You give me the face like, what? This one over here liked it. Still face over here, Pooch.
There's a night. Well, see, when you said losing his marbles, okay, I'm reminded of Hook, where they say Toodles lost his marbles. Well, you wouldn't remember this because you only watched the Robin Williams movie one time.
Hey.
Only once.
Only once.
Isn't it amazing that Tony has that whole intro memorized?
Yeah, it's on point.
Almost.
Some would say he's a savant.
How do you feel, Dewey, about 50 Cent channeling his inner Juvenile for a second on that one track?
Just incredible.
You loved it?
I had to keep looking. Like, is this 50 Cent? Did he start rapping? I'm like, yo, this don't even sound like him.
He was just like, ha. Like a Juvenile's hit song.
Yeah, I liked it. I love it. I need it.
Well,
I didn't know I
listened
needed
to
it
yet, so
yeah, you should go.
I listened to about half the album. While playing the Case of the Golden Idol DLC. I just started it.
You only have like 4 hours in that game, right?
1.6 according to Steam. I beat the whole game on my Steam Deck. I mean, I played this game for hours. I need to boot up my Steam Deck and see what it says. But yeah, I downloaded it. I'm like on the second case. I'm like, how does Steam not sync my saves or nothing? I got no achievements. I'm like, this is trash.
What?
Yeah. I'm a little
it just might need like an update or like a shutdown reboot or something.
Now, I probably just fucked the whole game up because now I don't know how Steam is going to sync the saves because I just started the game and then I closed the game. Steam is going to upload that save. It's going to look at my old save. It's probably going to download it and just delete the old one I have where I beat the whole game. I don't know how that's going to work.
If you power up your Steam Deck, it'll ask you whether you want to use the local save or the cloud save. Just use your local save. It'll update the cloud save with that one.
Cool.
Damn, dropping some knowledge there. Okay, Mateo.
I play my Steam Deck a lot in offline mode because I usually use it whenever I'm traveling or something. So yeah, I've had some experience.
You know who is a huge fan of the Steam Deck? Chief Keef. He has over 20 Steam Decks in his house.
Why?
He gets everyone together to play Grand Theft Auto 5. There's like
Steam Deck
role playing servers. There's like huge in like the hip hop world, like in like everybody loves role playing servers.
Yeah, I seen what's his name? T Grizzly.
T Grizzly is one of them.
He's one of those famous ones there. He be going ham on those videos.
Chief Keef is the one who kind of started it though. Like, but those role playing servers are like, we're gang banging online. It's hilarious. But yeah, I thought that was cool. He has a bunch of different Steam Decks in his house.
But 20. Like, I would rather have one room with a bunch of TV monitors or whatever the hell.
I mean, if you think about it, it's cool because games where you need more than one console, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I think it's like
Yeah, I'm more just impressed that he has 20 Steam Decks, probably 20 Steam accounts, probably GTA 5 owned on 20 accounts. That's just funny. That's the part that's funny to me.
Man, there's no way that he's keeping him updated, though. If you go over to Chief Keef's house, he hands you a Steam Deck, you're spending 30 minutes running updates on the game, on the Steam Deck itself. You're not playing with him immediately.
it's all right. He's gonna hand you a 3.5 G blunt. You're gonna be in space.
Not even that. You got to think about even if it's charged. Could you imagine 20 of them around? You think all those dudes charge them shits when they're done using them?
I don't know. They look like they're all on a little pedestal thing.
Maybe he's got an IT guy that works at his house, and that dude's job is just to update Steam Decks, plug them in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
his
work at
server's
Chief
ready.
Keef's house. Glow Gang 300.
Torihana.
Wasn't there who was the guy that he was hired like a blunt roller or something? Like that was just the job that he needed. It was like a blunt roller making like $60K a year or something.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, bro.
I've actually heard of that position being an actual position.
Would you have done it though?
I don't know.
Just
It'd
sit there and roll
have to be
blunts?
somebody that I like think is cool, but I know that would like get old very quickly.
You'd get a lot. There'd be so many like networking opportunities there, though. Just
Yeah, I'm like, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Like, for a lot of people in America, 60K trumps their salary. So you're getting a pay bump. You're going to sit around and roll blunts. You're probably going to have a lot of downtime at this job. Like, let's just say you said, how many blunts could you roll in 1 hour if you just dedicated an hour to rolling blunts?
you
Good
become
blunts.
a streamer. You become a streamer. And you just stream yourself rolling blunts for whoever it was. I forget
That
who
would
it
be
was
cool.
that was hiring this.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think in 1 hour I could probably roll. I would say like every 5 or 6 minutes I could roll one blunt. Maybe 5 minutes, 4 minutes. It depends on how long.
And you're doing this with your bare hands.
Yeah.
Like, there's all types of contraptions and devices that could probably speed you up. I'm
don't
just
like-
saying.
I don't like
you
them.
could, huh?
I've used like the automatic joint roller.
I'm not saying an automatic joint roller. I'm just saying even just like little gadgets to just sort of sit things in a little bit more comfortable. I feel like there are things that could get you a little bit more efficient. All right, how many blunts a day do you think Chief Keef is smoking?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he said it. He said it. He smokes like an ounce in one day.
That's
and
a
even
lot. Whoa.
and even Snoop Dogg was like, "What?" He was like, "Nah, bro, yo, you gotta slow down." Snoop Dogg told him he had to slow down. Yeah, there's a video of it online. Yeah.
How many blunts is 1 ounce?
I mean, if you're smoking Chief Keef blunts, he's putting like an eighth in a blunt. The shits look like a monkey finger. This shit is ridiculous. The shits are so big.
So you could probably roll 8 Chief Keef blunts in like 2
Yeah.
hours,
He
right?
probably spends less time in his day not smoking than he does smoking. And we're talking about the actual physical act of smoking and inhaling.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that was
Fucking
crazy.
Monkey's finger. That's a funny
Yo, it's
comparison.
big, bro. It's just like your finger just doesn't, it's just like a big finger.
Damn.
That's
That's a
wild.
lot of
There's,
weed.
there's no way to roll it right. Just the end is just so big and it's nasty. It gets like all resiny. It's nasty. I don't like it.
Do you think he's really high anymore? Like he gets high at all? Like he's got to be
He
used
has
to
to
it.
be. Yeah, he's got to be getting zooted. Like,
mean-
'cause-
I mean, even as like an alcoholic, let's say you're an alcoholic, right? You still get something from being drunk, even if it's just getting you back to like what you would consider your baseline. Like it's not like you're an alcoholic, so suddenly you're no longer getting like your motor skills impaired because you do some shots. Your motor skills are still impaired because you're doing those shots.
I just feel like he don't get high. That's why he's got to smoke all day because he just.
I mean, there's definitely tolerance, and I'm sure that there's the next level tolerance that he has. But
I used to think that you was an animal back in
I
the
mean,
days.
people would still call me a fucking animal today.
I remember, I would, if you don't mind me by saying it, I used to go to this man's house. He has the bomb pack, one in his mouth, and he's rolling another one. And I just be like, yo, you gotta smoke that much? Like, Mike used to laugh all the time. Man, Mike, bro, that man has me dying when I used to laugh at Doe.
Mookie used to think that Pucho didn't like him because once Mookie would come over and smoke so much, and Pucho would just be like, yo, it's
I'm out.
loud music, mad weed. Music that Pucho did not like.
Nope.
Yeah, the vibe was instantly fucked because the music was trash. The music was at ear-destroying volumes, and it was like Mookie would come over and just take over the room because of the music, how loud it was, and then Doey felt like he had to entertain him, so it was a constant just like talking with only him. That it was like, if I were to talk, the only thing I could talk about was the music that's playing that I wasn't interested in. So I just used to be sitting in there, quiet, ears destroyed, and smelling like a pound of weed. So I'd just be like, yo, I'm out. I'm going to catch y'all. Like, I just used to dip. Like, I'm like, nothing against anybody. It's just,
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't my vibe. That just wasn't my vibe.
Sounds like typical Doe.
That house was like no other though. Like it attracted too many people. I remember times where I would hide from people, act like I wasn't home. It's just too many people coming over.
I remember all those times where I would show up as the last person and coming through that door, and your mom instantly be like, "Damn boy, there's too many people here." Every fucking time. I'd be like, "Damn, my nigga." Like, no matter what I do, I'm always too many people coming in this house, and there'd be only 2 niggas in the house.
No, boy. It was
But
like when she said there was too many people, it was like 4 or 5 people.
Sometimes it'd be you, me, Mike, and Pucho. They go, yo, there's one too many people here. I'd be like, damn,
Look at you.
bro. Like, yeah, thinking, looking at me. I'd be like, I don't even feel the vibes anymore. And then that all Jesus night. Remember that night? Oh no, you wasn't there.
I wasn't
me and
there.
Pucho was there. And with Mike, I think it was Mike's birthday, right? Pooch. We were just drunk. She came out, opened the door in that white bathrobe or whatever, and I turned around and was like, "Oh my Jesus!" Everybody laughing. She hated me.
Doey wasn't there for that.
No,
Doey was in New York, I think. Those are the days where Michael did a body swap with Doe. And literally Michael moved down, Doey moved up, and we just kept chilling like nothing changed.
It was like 08 or something like that.
I parked in front of that house today, though. I went to the bar on Lake Ave. Yeah, they painted the pink out of that house. Like, that shit looks horrendous. The tree, bro, the tree hasn't grown since. It just stays the same exact size.
Stunted growth tree.
Yeah, something, bro.
The apartment next to that is Airbnb. There are like a whole bunch of Airbnbs in that area now.
Yeah. You should do it one day. Just go in there, Airbnb it out one time just like.
I'm okay.
No? Just for one time?
Over there.
By the way, those hedges is tall as hell now. Them shits is like almost to the top of the roof, bro. The ones by the fence.
That's wild.
That's fire though. But no, yeah, freaking I went to work today. Almost got into 2 accidents.
Oh God.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Floridians can't freaking drive, bro.
Can't agree. I was just tailgated by a Florida truck driver yesterday here in Austin.
Bro, you gotta love the bro. It's like they're all in your ass. Like, bro, do you smell me, my G? Like, why are you all in my ass? And mind you, I'm going like a good limit. You know what I mean? For the HOV or the express lane. A limit that people shouldn't be surpassing me, right? And it's just like, I'll get over it. I see 2 high beam flashes. That mean, yo, kindly get the hell out of the way. Cool, I'll move over. But when you do this, you flicking that shit back and forth like you're the police? Nah, eat a dick. Go around me. You ain't gonna beast on me.
I'm going to say that you're the asshole in this situation.
Yeah.
The rules of the road, the leftmost lane
That's for the fast people.
It's a passing lane.
True.
It's the lane to pass cars. No one should just be driving. That lane should be empty unless someone is trying to pass another car. So when dicks get in that lane and just drive, dique, I'm going fast. That shit is mad entitled. I'm going fast enough. It's like, no, you're not, because maybe somebody wants to go faster. Like, well, they shouldn't want to go that fast. That's unsafe. It's like, suck a cock.
That's
How
a
about
fact,
that?
though. That's
Get
a fact.
Out of here.
There's no
Get
reason.
out of here. Move over and let people drive how they want to drive.
There's no reason for you to
You'll
be
be
going
safer for it, actually.
No, that would
Yeah,
fuck my day
absolutely.
up. If I let this dick drive 100 miles an hour, he crashes 2 miles down the road, guess who's late for work? Me.
No, if
'Cause
no
now I'm
one was
stuck
in that lane,
traffic.
that
So-
100-mile-an-hour guy could just fly all the way down. There'll be
That
zero.
happens every day.
He's
on
so
95.
noble. It's such. You should get a Nobel Peace Prize for that.
Eat a dick. I'm just telling you that
the
if I'm
most
in the
noble
express
thing
lane,
ever.
I'm paying for the express lane. You have to pay for that now on 95. I'm
But it
paying.
ain't
That's,
one lane.
It's
right?
2 lanes.
Exactly.
So if I'm in the
They give you
furthest
2
left
lanes
lane,
so that you could have a passing lane. That's exactly why they give you 2 lanes. You're
Fine.
not paying to slow the traffic down. Well, that's another one. So entitled. I'm paying so I could go my speed and everybody else should want to go mine. No one should have to flash no double blinkers at nobody. If you're in this is 2 things should happen.
don't know how
One,
this got
you
flipped
should
on
never
me.
be in that lane unless you're passing. And I know you're getting in. Whole wide empty highway, he's just going all the way to the leftmost lane just cause. That's a dick move. Secondly,
How's that a dick move?
Because you should not be in that lane. You should just go to the
no,
other lane.
because you want to speed. You want to get going to the destination you got to go, and the only way to do that is
If
in that
there's-
lane.
No, I'm saying, wow, if both lanes are wide open, you would still go all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
facts.
you're hitting the whole Twitch for no reason. All right.
Pucho is technically correct because like people ignore this every time they're driving on the highway. There are usually signs that say left lane for passing only or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But Pucho's also ignoring the fact that no one actually follows that. I've never met a person in my life that actually 100% follows the left lanes for passing only.
I would love to see Pucho drives in the fucking left lane. I don't want to hear
I
this
don't.
shit.
I use it 90% of the time as strictly a passing lane. There are
In the
times where the
He's
flow
the
of traffic is too slow. So I tend to just stay in the lane for a while because it would be unfeasible to just keep doing this. I would just stay there. But if somebody's coming down at a good enough speed, that's the other part of this that I'm saying. If you were already being a dick and saying, all right, whatever, I'm going to drive in this lane, and then someone comes flying down,
Yeah,
you
move
should
out of the
already
way.
get out of the lane. You don't need to wait
Facts.
for nobody to hit you with a blinker. If someone's hitting you with a blinker, you're the asshole.
Also, how do you go from 1 or 2 blinks, okay, 3 or 4 blinks? No, now I'm not getting out of the way.
There's an amount. There's an abuse amount. If I see you in my rear view, and I see you hauling ass, in my mind I'm like, all right, let me get over it. This dude's beasting. But if you're hitting the high beams, like 5 cars back, bro, nah, bro, you get out of here, bro. You're dominating right now at this point. Hey, fuck out of here. You ain't hitting me with 5 flashes before you even get anywhere near me. Like, I was gonna move. Now you can go around me. Go past that shit. Fuck out of here. Nah. Not doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm with Tony. There is certainly things you could do while driving that come off as more aggressive. If somebody hits you with 2 slow blinks, that has a vibe compared to the clack, 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 clack. It's like, all right, dude, I might slow down on your ass right now.
It depends on the kind of driving too, right? Like I'm assuming this is more like city driving that y'all are talking about, right? Like the highway system of a city or to get between cities or something like that. Because like when I was on my long road trip, like sometimes I would stay in the left lane and I would move over to let people through. If someone was really hauling ass, it honestly felt safer to stay in my lane and not move because they were going to be pulling their crazy maneuvers to get around me. So me switching lanes is going to throw off their flow, you know?
No, yeah, 100%. I do the same. If somebody there's a speed. If someone's coming like 140 miles an hour and I'm going like 80, I'm like, all right, I'm not even gonna move because if I try to move and then they start moving, then they're gonna swerve back, and it's like it could be a discrepancy. But 99 times out of 100, you could just see someone gaining on you pretty slowly.
Yeah.
You should just move.
Yep.
Move out of the
100%.
way. Let them go in the flow that they're going, especially if your lane is open. What I don't get it. And I know Tony is an entitled driver. Tony will see somebody try to switch a lane and he'll speed up. He's like, no, you're not
I hate
gonna,
that shit.
You're
I don't
not
do
gonna
that.
switch. I've seen you do it. I've seen you.
Can I finish
I've seen
before
you
you
do it.
accuse
No.
me? I'm
No,
gonna
I've
tell
seen
you
you
the
do it.
truth right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I do. I am partially. You're on mute again. Pucho is partially correct. Only because there's a limit. If you're beasting behind me, fuck you. You trying to cut me off real quick to do savage shit? Fuck you. I am not letting you pass me. And not only have I done this, I've seen Pucho do it and laugh. So much joy comes. And don't say I'm lying, Pucho. You've done it. That's all I gotta say.
That I have sped up. I've done it to asshole drivers.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's not what you do. Tony will drive in the leftmost lane, create the situation where someone needs to swerve around and get around him because he could have moved over. He didn't move over. He wants to stay in his left lane. Then he sees the car trying to go around and he'll hit a speed up. It's like, bro, you're creating the situation where he's trying to get in front of you and you're preventing him from getting in front of you. It's just terrible all around.
So this is something that I noticed that is an issue even in the cycling world. People passing you. Everyone gets so fucking up in arms and riled up. He passed me. And they'll use words like he just zipped by me. He flew by me. Everybody is so fucking worried about people going faster than them. And it's just like, it's just very fragile to me, if you ask me.
They probably don't like it because you got the e-bike and you just beasting by them.
Facts.
Everybody hates but everybody loves the gray e-bikes that are
Oh,
city
the city
bikes.
bikes?
They love them.
Yeah, I bet. They don't got to pay for it and they get the same type speeds as you do. I would love it too.
They're definitely paying for it, but
But I mean, not $3,000-$4,000. I have much to fucking buy
yeah,
cars.
for sure. Yeah.
Tony, do you think that being a truck driver makes you drive more aggressively?
No. Actually, I take that back. Yes, because they probably deal with a bunch of different state dicks that don't know rules. Ladies and gentlemen, there's rules to
Oh
this.
no. I'm talking about you as like a truck driver, not like
Oh, me?
like a semi truck driver or an 18-wheeler or anything like that. I mean, you personally as a truck driver, do you think that driving your truck makes you drive more aggressively?
Facts.
It does give you a little bit of power
Right?
because you're bigger, but you really don't stand any chance against a smaller car because they'll just zip right by you so quick. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, you get a little bit of authority for sure. Anybody who says no, you're a liar. But just for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand there's rules to the roadway. If somebody on oncoming traffic on the left side, northbound, eastbound, doesn't matter which side you're on the road. But if they're flashing you and they're going the opposite way, that's to tell you, hey, slow down. There's police in front. It's very simple things. The signal lights, they work great. They do wonders. Use them. Don't flash people so many damn times. And when it's raining, don't put your fucking hazards. Life will be great. That's all I got to say. Safety 101.
Why? Why do people get so mad? Who cares if it's against the law? Why do people get mad about it? It
Why?
literally helps you to see cars in front of you when it's raining so
I can see
hard.
just fine.
Why does it get you mad?
Half the times it covers the brakes, and you can't tell if they're braking or not. Some cars, when you're hitting the flashers, for some reason, and you're hitting the brakes, the brakes don't come up. It's just the flashers only. I don't know why. Some cars do that, but that's why I don't like it. And plus, they drive like 5 miles an hour. Like, nah, fuck out of here. You could drive in this rain about 55 miles an hour. We don't need to drive 10, 15 miles. Nah, fuck out of here.
So you're not mad that the blinkers are on. You're mad at the people who tend to turn the blinkers on tend to be drivers that annoy you.
Yeah, out-of-state people, New York people, Quebec-ass motherfuckers,
No,
old people.
This is a mischaracterization. I guarantee you the worst drivers in Florida are all the old people that live in your state. Your state is like 30 or 40% old people.
That are from New York, that are retired.
Yeah, I just watched the
Come down here.
video. I want to know how do old people do this, right? I just saw a video of an old lady. She drove forward, boom, crashed into a car, right? All right, whatever. Situations happen, boom, they crash into a car. People ran up to her car to try to, like, you know, you're olding it up right now, all right? We need to get you out of this motor vehicle of death. This 2,000 pound, it's probably way more than 2,000 pounds. This fucking vehicle of destruction. So they go to try to get her out of this shit, and she hits pumps the car in reverse, fucking full speed, rams into another car, and you're like, what the fuck? And then they try to go into her car again to like get her. Boom, 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 puts it in drive, full speed, bah, crashes into a whole business. And I'm like, how does this? And then people be like, oh, she just got so nervous. I'm like, she got so nervous that she changed the gear 2 different times and just put it full gas.
That's wild.
But have you seen this shit happen to old people? Like,
I've seen it.
I've seen similar videos for sure. I haven't seen that one in particular.
yeah, it literally popped up on my feed today. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know how this happens, or someone just does a bunch of just weird shit. Like,
South Park has a really funny episode about old people killing. It's so funny.